In the last episode,
you embrace.
My God!
Can somebody call the paramedics?
Call the police.
hello guys, my name is Eric Van, sexy, sweaty teacher, and welcome back to Corpse Party Book of Shadows. So in the last episode, Satoshi went to Yui's home because he had to drop off some documents or something, and then he came in and she was really sick, and she fell on top of him, and he's all like, oh my god, boobs, with a Z. And it was really intensely erotic, and I got a little bit of an erection. No, I didn't. I don't, no, okay, just admit it, Eric, you did it, just admit it to the world. I got an erection. Oops! Well, let's continue on. So Yui was sick and now she's back at school. Well, she still is sick, she just sneezed. What? Oh, God. Come on, students, you guys are such assholes. She, like, sneezes once. It's like, oh, come on, teacher, what are you doing? You shut up. If you'd never sneezed in your life before, well, congratulations, but, you know. Okay, never mind, it's a little bit gross if she actually aimed at the students. Okay, I understand. I love the voice actors. You sound so cute, teacher. Oh. Shut up, Tomoe. You just remind me of Samurai X Trust and Betrayal. Rurouni Kenshin's first love was named Tomoe, and he killed her. Tissues, where'd I put them? I always wonder that too when I'm doing some special business, like cleaning. Sure, give tissues to everyone. But Yui, you're gonna need them too because you're sick, okay? You're gonna get your stuff everywhere. Thank you! Oh my god! In Korea they say that too. They thank you. Or they say thank you. Thank you. That's so funny, I love it. When they use English. No problem. Oh, that's just good. It's just laughter. I always just try to speak Korean for some reason because I always use Korean here. I'm like gonna say, oh, Gunyang has so. What? It doesn't make sense though because I'm doing English commentary. What the hell? What were we talking about again? What were you guys talking about before the sneezing thing? You guys sure talked about sneezing for a while. What it's like to be seniors, old and decrepit with no one to take care of you. That kind of senior. Oh. High school seniors, not real seniors. Old and decrepit with no one to take care of you. That's wrong. Although that happens in Japan, that happens in many countries where old people are left into their apartments and then just forgotten about. And then all of a sudden the government's like, wait, this person's supposed to be like 125 years old now. And they go check out the apartments or the houses that they own and they've been like dead for 20 years. And it's like, oh, oops. Well, it's only happened a few times, but it has. I saw it on the news once. Yep, you are. Well, guys, there's always porn. You could always get into porn. Japan has a lot of porn. I wouldn't know that from first-hand experience. I just, let's change the topic. Changing the topic. Don't do porn. Oh. Oh my god, wow, we're going into her past. Yes, tell us the story about your life, about how you... Wow, Yui. Well, whatever, you're a high school student, you can do whatever you want. Yes, make your dreams come true. What are your dreams? Oh, you just told me your dreams, sorry. But what's your other part of your dreams? Cherry blossoms were in bloom and the rustling wind carried with it the soft warmth of the season. I was a high school senior now and was devoting myself to my studies in preparation for the day my dream could become a reality. And that dream was to become an English teacher. An English teacher? Congratulations! I forgot she wanted to be an English teacher. She's a homeroom teacher, but she wanted to be an English teacher. I'll help you with that. Please come to my room and we'll study. Okay? My grades were on the fence for getting into the university I wanted, though. So my best bet was to score a special recommendation from the academy. Okay. So let's follow Yui's life. Let's see what's gonna happen.
急に呼び出されたから何事かと思ったよ。ある日の放課後、私は職員室に呼び出された。何かヘマをやったのかとか、成績が志望校に及ばないとか、そういう悪いことを言われるんじゃないかってビクビクしてたんだけど。
Well, yeah, that's just a very normal high school student worry. High school person.
私の予
Jesus,
想に
what's wrong
反
with me
して
today?
呼び出された要件はとてもいいものだった。
I know
う
what's
ちの
wrong with
学園
me.
からはライバルはいなさそうだから、このまま頑張れば推薦してやるぞ。
Wow, Yui, you do a really good impersonation of like an old Japanese man. Jesus.
なんかやる気出てきちゃった。この調子で頑張らないとね。
I'm so used to talking about like Korea. I always say Korea instead of Japan, but this is a Japanese game. Oh my god.
ゴミ捨て場まで持っていくのも一苦労だよ。
It's not gonna be the death of you, Yui. Don't worry about it.
なあ
Oh, here we go. It's gonna be a boy that she likes. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's bad. I want her to be mine. What's with all these characters that I like having love interests? Oh my god, no. My fantasy is ruined.
突然声をかけられてゴミ箱を抱えたまま振り返る。それは今まで話したことのない
Seen him around a lot though. I inspected his assets a little bit as he was walking by.
彼は7組の三國司くんだ。
Tsukasa. Mikuni. Mikuni, that sounds a little bit feminine. Mikuni. Maybe you could say it masculine. Mikuni. No, it still sounds a little weird.
足元
Tsukasa sounds cool
根っ
though.
こが出てるから気をつけな。
Good. Oh no, her panties are showing, aren't they?
ちょっとそこ笑うとこ。
Yeah. Although, hey, I would laugh too. Okay, it's kind of funny. Although you should help her up, okay?
そこはさ、大丈夫かとか聞いてくれたって。
悪い悪い。
あ、いいよ、そんな手が汚れるよ。
Oh, whatever.
別にいいよそんくらい。笑った詫びに手伝う。
See, that's good. Tsukasa's cool. He has fun, he jokes around, but he still knows how to help out.
うん。これで全部拾い終えたか？
もう大丈夫。
じゃ、行くぞ。
What do you mean, let's go? Where are you guys going? You guys going together? I remember it well, even now. The first time I laid eyes upon my first love. I just wanted to take off his clothes and throw him on the ground. Nope, that's not what happened. This is my first time talking with Tsukasa, and he left a strong first impression on me. First impressions are important.
思ったよね。
Wow, this game is tripping balls.
別に。
This audio is really tripping balls in this game right now. What's going on here? Wait. Okay.
やっぱり自分で。
いいって。はい終了。
Okay, guys, give me a sec.
と助かったよ。
It's much better. I don't know what was going on.
じゃあな。
Catch you around? What do you mean catch you around? It's see you later. Or no, sorry. It's see you around or catch you later. That's how it is. Or see you later is okay. See you around, see you later, catch you later. But it's not catch you round, is it? Okay, whatever.
ちょっと待って。
Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me.
あ
お礼させてよ。
And you didn't think you should do something nice for me in return?
いいよ女のこれくらいで。
いいからちょっと待っててね。
Okay. Just gonna
ん
buy him a soda or something. Not what I had in mind, but you know, it's still be
友
alright.
達が増えるというのは嬉しいし楽しい。その相手が三國司くんというのも嬉しかった。
Oh, yeah, you saw him pass by.
司くんのことは実は
And as he ran by
少し
you,
気になっていたから。
you smelled him. Tsukasa. Tsukasa.
よいしょっと。
Oh, sorry, I should be reading that. He spent a lot of time there sitting alone on a bench, so he was all alone. Why? Why? Even after school or doing summer vacation, if I happened to pass by, I would always see him there. And after this little encounter, we'd go on to make many fond memories together. Yet somehow the image of Tsukasa that stands out most in my mind is of him seated alone on that courtyard bench, looking lonely and forlorn.
はい、どうぞ。コーヒー牛乳でよかった。
Sure, drink a coffee, that'll help.
まあなんでもいいけどサンキュー。
Thank you!
これは私からのお礼なんだから黙って受け取ってくれればいいの。
What? Why? Why?
義理がたいやつ。
We walked to the bench together, sat down, and began making small talk. That courtyard bench was a sort of mystical place. The leaves rustled over your head, and if you closed your eyes and opened your ears, it felt as though you were right in the middle of some forest. And then if you looked straight up, the sunlight poured in through the leaves, and you almost felt like you were in another world. A magical world. Wait a sec, I am in another world. What am I doing in a bedroom all of a sudden? Holy Jesus!
ベンチ。
なかなかいいだろ。
素敵な場所。
It's lovely. It is nice to just sit outside in the outdoors with some trees and grass around you. It is pretty nice. I know the feeling.
だよな。
だからなの？
え？
この時間とか昼休みとかよくここにいるでしょ。
ああ。
この場所好きなんだね。
まあね。
そっか。
He does like this place. The leaves rustled as a gentle breeze blew between us. We were both silent for a bit, but strangely it didn't feel awkward or uncomfortable.
聞かないのか？
What? Yeah, what?
いつも一人で何してんだって。
Well, Tsukasa, you're so smart. How did you know we were thinking about that? You're a genius.
この場所が好きだからいつもここにいるんだよね。
Yeah, but he's here all alone. Why is he here all alone, Yui? Maybe he has some family traumatic experience.
そうだけどさ。
他に何か理由があったりするの？
It's because I want to look at you, baby, shaking that thing. Shaking that thing.
ないよ。
じゃあ聞く必要ないじゃない。
そうだけど、ほら普通聞くだろ。一人でそんなんつまらなくないかとか、意味わかんねえとか、変わってるなとか。
You're not weird, Tsukasa. You either love trees, you had a past traumatic experience, or you're checking out Yui, or all of the above.
そんなこと思わなかったな。ここが好きなら一人でいたって別に変じゃないよね。
お前、
Mm-hmm.
変わってるな。
Wow, Tsukasa, you're good at picking up chicks, man. Guess you're weird. Haha, weirdo. Stupid weirdo, I'm out of here. I'm gonna
い
get
や、
up.
そんな顔しなくても、今のは俺的褒め言葉だから。
変わってるが褒め言葉？
そうそう。
なんか納得いかないな。
You know, I wonder if Japanese people really act like this. Do you think they do? I think this is a bit of an exaggeration, but I think it's, you know, there's some things that are like this. But obviously it's an exaggeration. The expression on Tsukasa's face was a dead giveaway that he really enjoyed talking to me. And I've always loved the feeling I get when I know my words helped brighten someone's day. I must have been spotting one hell of a goofy smile at that moment.
本当はさ、この学校でもっと好きな場所があるんだよ。
Oh, the bathroom or the bed in the nurse's room? Eh?
どんなところ？
Well, follow me.
秘密。
Wow. Good job.
とっておきだからな。
It's my special place.
ってことは、そこも超素敵な場所なんだよね。
It's super sweet.
ああ。
いいな。どこ？気になるよ。
ダメ。そう簡単には教えない。それに、いつでも見れるってもんじゃないんだ。
司くんは笑いながら紙パックのジュースを飲み干すとベンチから立ち上がった。そして目の前にあったゴミ箱をひょいっとつかみ私を振り返る。
Yeah, good.
コーヒーをおごってもらったしな。ついでに教室まで運んでやるよ。
いいの？
ああ。
ありがとう。あ、私のクラスはね。
4組だろ？知ってるよ。
Oh, Tsukasa, you know too much.
シシドユイっつったら有名だからな。
Oh, she's famous, that's why. Why?
どうして？
今から先生みたいな女子がいるって12クラス全部で有名だよ。
Like, come on, she doesn't look like a teacher. Sure doesn't act like someone who's gonna be a teacher. She still acts really young and
私
careless.
と司くんは何度か中庭で会っては話をした。校舎の中ではすれ違ってもほとんど話すことがないのに、中庭では不思議と話が弾む。
またお前コーヒー牛乳かよ。
Okay, guys, so I just spent like 20 minutes adjusting the emulator settings for this, and so I think the crackle should be gone now. I really hope it's gone. I'm really sorry about that.
好きすぎだろコーヒー牛乳。
Whatever, hey, it doesn't
そん
matter.
なことないよ。
I drink a lot of coffee every day. I drink a lot of canned coffee at work because it's convenient and it works. And it's mostly for the effects. The taste is okay too, but you know.
1日に最低2本は飲んでるくせにか？
Yes, the sound is much better. Oh, I'm so happy the crackle is gone. It was just crazy. It was like a big crackle fest. Ah, shit, as soon as I said crackle fest, it crackled. That's so stupid.
なんで知ってるの？
But the big problem's gone. It did it a little bit.
自販機でいつもそれ買ってるの。ここから見えるんだよ。
Tsukasa, you guys are getting close, but you're following her a little bit. Stalking her. Paying too much attention, I should say. You're not stalking her.
ほら、そっち見てみ。
But then again, I guess he does care for her. Obviously.
昼休みも放課後もいつもシシドがコーヒー牛乳買ってるのバッチリ見てたからな。
そんなこと言ったら、私だって司くんがここのベンチに座ってるのいつも見てたよ。
Yeah, well, that's his hobby, and your hobby is drinking coffee. Cafe au lait. Ole.
いや知ってるけどなんでまた言う？
お互い気になってたんだなって思ったから。
Yeah, well, you guys like each other a little bit, so just get a room.
なんだそ
Or
れ？
maybe I've just... Nope, not gonna say it. Nope, not that one.
中庭での会話はたわいのないものがほとんどだった。教室で友達と繰り広げる会話みたいにあまり中身がなくて、でもすごく楽しくて。
Yeah, it's true. They don't actually talk about anything really important. They just enjoy it.
この場所、夏でも結構涼しいね。
夏とか言うな。
Why?
あれ？夏嫌い？
夏期講習が目前に迫ってたら誰でも嫌いになる。
Oh, Tsukasa isn't good at school, so he has to take summer school classes.
まあね。私たち3年生だもんね。
Oh, never mind, just... Okay. Yep, Korean students, they really study hard. Korean and Japanese students, Asian students, I should say. Because I always ask my students, I'm like, hey, how was your summer? Was it good after summer vacation? And they're like, no, my parents made me study a bunch. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. You had to go to private schools. Really? You're doing it because it makes you feel like a big sister? Okay, sure. Well, to each their own. I mean, whatever floats your boat, right? If it makes you happy, do it. I say go for it.
だって人事だしな。
そんなことを言いながらも、司くんはやっぱり優しかった。だって私の夢を笑ったりはしなかったから。
Oh, he didn't. He seems pretty supportive. If you're gonna pick apart anything he's saying, I think I don't know. And you haven't asked anything about him either.
大抵の人は笑ったり茶化したりで、あんまり真剣に聞いてくれない。だけど、
Why?
司くんは一度も笑わなかったんだ。
Why wouldn't people take you seriously? Seems like a pretty normal dream. Even some of my elementary school students want to be teachers. They already know. Although some of my elementary school students, they like this is one girl, she's like, she told me, she's a really bright student. She's like, I want to be a translator when I'm older. But she's like, oh, my parents want me to be a teacher, so I'm going to have to be a teacher. But I guess that's okay too. Why are you crying? After the school day ended, the senior floor was always a lot more quiet than its underclassmen underclassmen counterparts. Everyone was off studying hard at the library with tutors. So one day, thinking no one else was around, I sat down in a lonely corner of the hallway. Initially, I had grabbed my shoes and left the classroom, intending to head home. But along the way, I just started crying. I was overwhelmed. My sobs echoed from one end of the hallway to the other.
この日、私は無事に志望校の推薦枠に入れてもらえることになった。
Good. Congratulations.
嬉しくて仕方がなかった私はすぐに友達に報告した。けれど、いつもなら手放しで喜んでくれるその子が。
Oh, I see what happened. Everyone's jealous of her. It's like, oh, you got into a top school. Psh, you little stupid bookworm.
そんなこと言うんだ。まだ私は夢も何も決まってないのに。
She's not trying to rub it in your face, Tomoe. Just because you don't got your shit together doesn't mean you shouldn't be supportive of your friend, okay? Seriously, Tomoe.
私はひどくショックを受けた顔になっていたのだと思う。Tomoeはすぐにハッとしたように。
Oh, good. Well, she apologized, and that's okay.
謝ってくれた。
But obviously, the atmosphere changed a little bit because of that moment.
だから私も笑って気にしてないよってそう言ったのだけれど。
But you did deep down.
気にしてないわけがない。Tomoeの言葉と表情が鋭い針のようになって私の胸をつく。
Well, of course, I mean, your friends should be happy for you. But at the same time, if they don't know what they're going to do in the future, it's like, hey, guess what? I won the lottery. Oh, yeah. I'm rich and you're poor. Well, okay, it wasn't that bad. But I mean, you know, just putting it out there. Well, Yui, it's actually not your fault. You're not insensitive, but maybe you should. Maybe Yui was too excited about, like, guess what? Guess what? I got accepted into top university. What about you? Right? So maybe, I don't know how she went about it, so who knows? No. Don't worry. They are probably feeling guilty too, and they feel like they made a mistake, okay? I kept wiping the tears from my eyes, only for new ones to take their place immediately. Why didn't I think of this sooner? So many people were still facing uncertain futures with no real goals in mind, and I was completely oblivious to it. I was the one with the dream running around like the cock of the walk and blabbing about my successes and aspirations. I wouldn't blame them if they hated me. Could someone that insensitive to the feelings of so many other people really become a teacher? Well, you're still young, don't worry. Did I ever have what it takes to begin with?
Shishido?
Oh, Tsukasa's gonna help. Hey, baby. I just thought I'd say, give me some sugar.
声を をかけられて振り向くと、そこには司くんが立っていた。いつもは廊下であっても言葉を交わすことなんてないのに、この日はごく自然に声をかけてくれた。
Hey, chum. And then he hit her on the shoulder.
司くん。
すごい顔だぞ。ハンカチは？じゃあ顔拭けよ。
司くんが戸惑っている空気がひしひしと伝わってきた。彼を困らせたくなかったから、私はこぼれ落ちていこうとする涙を
Oh,
必死に
see,
拭
she is sensitive to others though, because that's quite a sensitive thing to say.
何か
Okay, well.
何もないよ。
Oh, come on. Well, that's. I mean, you can at least tell him something's wrong, okay?
何かあったからそんなに泣いてんだろ。
There you go. You can't escape that.
その友達とちょっと気まずくなっちゃって。でもすぐに仲直りしたから大丈夫。これはさ、あ、そう嬉し涙みたいなものだから。
Sure, they're tears of happiness. That's why you can hear the snot like. That's tears of happiness. Tears of happiness usually just fall like. Right?
あ、嬉し涙って言えばね、私推薦枠に入れることに。
I'm not sure if I did out of respect for Tsukasa or just because I wanted to change the subject, but I cut myself off mid-sentence. I was doing it again. What was I thinking? Now even Tsukasa was going to hate me for being a braggart. Hell, I hated myself. I was the worst. Just the worst. But...
マジか。
See, that's awesome. That's what a real friend would do, right? He was happy for me. A bit taken aback, I nodded
やった
firmly.
じゃんか。おめでとう。
ありがとう。
お、
ありが
Oh, Tsukasa made her cry again. But now it's real tears of happiness.
だからなんで泣くんだよ。まだ推薦枠が決まったってだけで推薦入試があるんだろう。嬉し泣きするほど喜ぶにはまだ。
そうだよね。でもそうやっておめでとうって言ってもらえたから。
たく。
Tsukasa knows everything. He knows what's going on. He's a smart guy.
何が？
泣いたりしてわけわかんないよね。
It's okay. Cry. Tsukasa, well, if you guys don't remember, Tsukasa is the guy that she was calling out for when she fell onto Satoshi when she was sick.
そう思ってんなら早く泣きやめって。
もう大丈夫だから。
たく。
As I rubbed my swollen eyes, a smile broke through, and Tsukasa let out an exasperated sigh. Then, as if suddenly remembering something, his eyes lit up.
そうだ、シシド。ちょっと待ってろ。
Tsukasa ran into his classroom, quickly reappearing in the hall again just moments later. He was holding something.
お前にこれやるよ。
鉛筆？
In his outstretched hand rested a short, stubby little pencil. Not the sort of thing you'd expect someone to go out of their way to lend you. It was pocked here and there with small scratches, but it still seemed to be in relatively decent shape, considering how obviously well worn
受
it
験
was.
必勝鉛筆。
What?
必勝？
これ使うと試験に受かるんだよ。
Give me that pencil, okay? I could really use that for the Korean tests that I have to take. Not have to take, but will take.
本当に？
I want it. Give it to me.
如月学園に受かるのは難しいって言われてた俺がこれ使って受かったんだから間違いないよ。
Of course, Tsukasa. It wasn't your own abilities. It was all that pencil. I understand. Good. Now give me the friggin' pencil so I can pass my test.
じゃあこれ司くんが高校入試の時に使った鉛筆なんだ。
Congratulations.
そう、経験新たかな鉛筆だぜ。
霊言新たか。
あ、それだ。
I wonder what he's doing now, Tsukasa.
それじゃ借りるね。ありがとう。
Because he's obviously not around. Otherwise, he would have been taking care of Yui when she was sick
貸すのは
later
推
on.
薦入試までだからな。一般入試の時は俺が使うから買え。だから推薦絶対受かれよ。
鉛筆を受け取り笑顔でうなずく。今度は司くんも笑ってくれた。
I learned a word in Japanese. Say enpitsu. Enpitsu. That's a very cute word for pencil.
勝手に思いやって背負い込んで悲しみまで自分のものにして。お前みたいなのが先生になれたらいいのにな。
You will, Yui. As a matter of fact, someday later, you're gonna give up your own life to save your students in a haunted school. Paching! For a moment, I had no idea what he was talking about, but then it hit me. Tsukasa had somehow sussed out from our conversation that I was crying because I'd upset Tomoe, and he was turning that fact around to offer me encouragement.
頑張れよ。負けんなよ。
Well, if you'll be a good teacher, Yui, Tsukasa, you'll be a good spy.
頑張れ。
Flutter. Oh, she loves him.
辛い時にはプレッシャーになるから言っちゃダメってよく聞く。
Makes sense. Hey, break a leg.
私はこの優しい言葉が大好きだった。私頑張るね、司くん。
You know what you should have said? You should have said, hey, Tsukasa, I'll break my leg. And then he'll be like, oh, it's interesting. You weirdo. And then he'll leave.
お
この日から私はどんどん司くんに惹かれ
Ooh,
てい
your
た。
heart was a flutter.
彼は全然そっけなくてちっとも振り向いてはくれなかったけれど。
Of course he feels the same way. Look at, he gave you his lucky graduation pencil. Or his entrance exam pencil to the school. I can still clearly recall the events of that day even now. It was October, the day before my entrance exam. The weather outside had been miserable since morning and visibility was all but non-existent. It would be a bad omen if I were to slip and fall on the day before the exam, so I decided I'd wear boots to school just to be safe. What? When I opened the door, I was shocked to see a white-haired old woman lying on the ground, soaked to the bone. What? I frantically rushed over to her side.
おばあさん、大丈夫ですか?
I think she drank a little too much. Had too much sauce there, old lady.
しっかりしてください。どうしたんですか?
She looks like she's wearing, I was gonna say young people clothes, but she doesn't look like she's dressed like a grandma. Although, whatever, who knows, like she's wearing like really tight, like stylish pants and a tight top.
まさかひき逃げとか?
Ooh. The road running by my house was narrow and mostly used only by our neighbors. But it's not like it was closed off to outside traffic or anything, so a hit and run wasn't out of the question. I looked over the old woman's body as best I could. Fortunately, there were no signs of any serious injury.
事故とかじゃないみたい。
That's good.
娘。
はい。
今日は学校へ行ってはならん。
What? You must not go to school. Stop it. That's my exam day, okay?
絶対に行ってはならん。
Sounds like one of those old fortunes. I was like, you gonna die. You gonna die. Okay, stop it. The old woman raised herself up slightly and spoke hoarsely. From the tone of her voice, she seemed terribly desperate.
だけど今日は面接の最後の練習があってね。
Yeah, you gotta go then.
行ってはならんと言っている。
Who the hell are you, old woman?
そういうわけにはいかないよ。面接は私が一番苦手とする試験。
Yeah, Yui, she does get flustered easily, it's true.
それよりおばあちゃんどうしたの？お家の。
Oops.
どうしても
Will I what?
どうしても
Of course I'll go no matter what, yeah. Duh!
ならばせめて
Not knowing what to say, I nodded apprehensively as the old woman began digging through her pockets. She produced what looked to be a crumpled scrap of paper. As she was digging around, I noticed that her breathing had become dangerously ragged and began considering my options to assist her. Really, I should have gone back into the house and called my mom. But there was something about her that kept me glued to the spot. I sensed desperation hiding in that unbroken gaze. I don't trust you, old woman lying on the side of the road. The old woman clutched my wrist and forcefully pressed the scrap of paper into my palm. Tilting my head and unfolded the scrap and looked carefully at it. At first I thought I'd just been handed a piece of trash. But when I unfolded it all the way, I saw that it was actually a paper doll in the shape of a human being. A Sachiko Ever After charm. No, oh my god. Throw it away. And there was a name written on its torso. Yui Shishido. Yes, my name written plain as day in easily legible brushstrokes. No. What? Then why? How did you know our name then? Crazy, this was all crazy. I didn't understand any of it save for one simple fact. This old woman was here specifically to give me this strange paper charm. As far as I was aware, we were total strangers to one another, but she clearly knew both my name and my address. Yeah, sorry. I don't want anything to do with that shit. No, I don't want it. As I extended my arm to return the paper doll, I could sense her entire demeanor had changed. She raised her body up unsteadily from the wet asphalt. She looks... Holy shit, who are you? It's obviously someone who knows all about Heavenly Host. That's gonna happen like 6 years after this, or however long it is. Is it like Yui from the future? I don't know. That can't be it. No. I just watched Interstellar. That's why I'm thinking something like that. As the old woman cried out, the paper doll fluttered lightly to the ground. Almost instantaneously, it became soaked through with rainwater. My name began to run quickly and turned into an illegible black smudge. Seeing this, the old woman grabbed and tore at her hair. Well, that was pretty easy. Why do they make... These charms are so easily damaged, okay? Why don't you make them a little bit sturdier than just a flimsy piece of paper with a name written in black ink? You know, if this happened to Yui, you think she'd remember that when she was actually in Heavenly Host, like later on in the original Corpse Party. Uh-oh. There she goes again, passed out. You had a little too much of the sauce. Paramedics arrived in a matter of minutes. The old woman seemed to be unconscious by that point, however, so the EMTs brought out a stretcher. No, why would we go with her? Why? No way. The idea of making this old woman go to the hospital by herself just seemed like it would have been a shameful thing to do. Sure, she was a stranger, but we'd had a lengthy conversation mere minutes before, so I couldn't very well say we had nothing to do with one another. Of course I gotta go to school.
この方にはお母さんがついていくわ。あんたは今日面接の練習があるんでしょ。
Good job, Mom. You're the best.
それじゃあお母さん、お願い。
I heard there's some decisions in this chapter, but I was a little hesitant, but I knew I really had to go to school today no matter what. So I left the strange woman in my mom's care and heading towards school, walked right by her stretcher. And she grabbed your leg, of course. Suddenly, a hand rose from the limp form of the old woman and grabbed my skirt. Startled, I tried to jump away, but found myself ensnared by her terrible bloodshot eyes. After school, once my final practice interview had concluded, I reunited with my friends and engaged in the usual regimen of gossip and small talk. When I described the events of that morning, everyone's eyebrows rose. They were hanging on my every word and yelping in unison at key moments. Why? Do you want her to fail, friends? Are you jealous? You little jelly? Practicing, that's important shit, okay? Yui has got her shit together. Other failures. Sorry, that's... I'm being so mean and condescending to these friends. Yeah, you superstitious people. Yeah, something bad's gonna happen. Why? Some crazy old woman said for you not to go. Although then again, because I know there are like actual supernatural things that occur in this game world, I guess I shouldn't be calling her such a crazy old woman. But if it was like in real life, like some lady did that to me, I'd be like, you're nuts! You're fucking crazy!
天神症って言葉がちょっと引っかかってたんだけどさ、七不思議に出てくるんだよね、天神症。
Seven wonders.
七不思議ってうちの学校に伝わる。
Oh yeah, there's like 7 wonders of Kisaragi. I forgot about those.
そうそう。
天神症って何？
放課後のよしえさんって言うんだけど、聞いたことない。
I remember hearing about this, but I kind of forgot about it.
私も知らないよ。どんな話なの？
如月学園が建てられる前にこの場所にあった天神小学校での話なんだけどさ。
Yeah, we know that.
その天神小学校で放課後校舎の見回りをしていた女の先生が誤って階段から落ちて死んだんだって。
Oh, one sec. A female teacher had been patrolling the ground, slipped and fell down the stairs, and died. The thing is, I'm wondering if they're talking about Sachiko's mom, which Sachiko's mom was the nurse, though. It wasn't a female teacher.
その日は10月のちょうど今日みたいに雨が降る放課後で。
Oh, no, sorry there. I guess they're not talking about the events of Heavenly Host like before this. They're talking about something that actually happened in Kisaragi High School. I got it. Okay.
こういう日はよしえさんが出るんだって。天神小学校がなくなってしまったことに気づいていないよしえさんは。
Oh, never mind. That was at Heavenly Host. Okay.
歩いているんだよ。
Yoshie, was that Sachiko's mom's name? I don't think so. Because Sachiko's mom got pushed down the stairs by the principal when the principal tried to rape her. And then Sachiko saw that, and then the principal like strangled and killed Sachiko and hid their bodies.
やだ、それ本当？
まあ、実際見たことがある人がいるから七不思議になってるんじゃない？
怖ゆい、今日はもう帰ったら？そのおばあさんの言ってたことちょっと気になるし。
だね。お年寄りの忠告は聞いておくもんだよ。
Good example.
そうだね。
Yes.
なんかゾワゾワしてきちゃったし、もう帰ろうかな。
Yep. Better go home. And yeah, that's a good idea. Check on your mom. If anything, your mom went with that creepy old lady to the hospital.
バイバイ。
And bye bye.
バイバイ。
Bye bye.
気をつけてね。
明日
Yeah, that's no.
ファイトだよ。
Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you.
私は慌て 時刻は
Oops.
夕方5
Quickly
時
packed up my things and rushed out the classroom is what she said.
外は薄暗くなってきているけれど、階段の7時までにはまだまだ余裕があった。だから怖がる必要なんてないと、そう自分に言い聞かせてそれでも下駄箱にたどり着くまでの時間がやけに長く感じられた。
Until 7 o'clock?
あー、ダメだ、やっぱり怖い。
よーし、獅童。
Oh, they're gonna have small talk until 7 o'clock and then something bad's gonna happen. Uh-oh.
司
今帰りか？なんだよ、その。
くん、なんでもない。ねえ、途中まで一緒に帰ろうよ。
ああ、いいけど。
やった。司くんの顔を見たら一瞬だけだけど怖かったのが吹き飛んだ。こういう時、男の子ってすごく頼りになるなって思う。
Yep, because he's gonna protect you from all the creepy, weird, supernatural ghost shit.
そばにいてくれたら心強いなって無条件に思わせてくれるから。もちろんそれが気になっている人ならなおさら。
Mm-hmm.
雨は朝よりも弱まっていた。その中を私たちは傘を差しながら歩く。司くんとはたわいもない話でそこそこ笑ったりもしたけど、でも私はどこかぎこちなかったかもしれない。
If you guys like each other, it wouldn't be that
得体の
awkward.
知れない恐怖みたいなものがちらついて、いつもみたいに振る舞えている自信はなかった。
獅童？なんかお前、顔色悪いぞ。
Tsukasa knows everything.
おい。
実は怖いことがあって。
怖いこと？
私の様子があまりにおかしかったのか、司くんは心なしか表情をこわばらせて私を見つめた。真剣に話を聞いてくれようとしているのが分かって、私はちょっと嬉しくなる。今抱えている恐怖をできることなら司くんと共有したかった。だから私は今朝あったこととカンナから聞いた怪談話を司くんに話した。だけど司くんは。
はあ、七不思議ね。
Yep, we already know about that. Yeah.
七不思議を信じるなんて夢があっていいな。ん？
There we go. See, Tsukasa just kind of diffuses the situation. He's like, aha, you actually believe that shit? That's stupid. And she's like, oh.
怖くないの？
She's like, maybe I shouldn't be worried about that.
怖いっていうか、妙だとは思うけどな。でも、その謎のばあちゃんと七不思議なんて。
でも
あんま深く考えない方がいいんじゃね？そのばあちゃんは確かに気味悪いけどさ、ちょっと変わった人だっただけだろ。
There you go. Tsukasa talking sense. You're awesome. Where were you when we needed you in Heavenly Host in the original Corpse Party, Tsukasa?
じゃなくて。解決方法を教えてほしかったわけじゃないよ。
Whoa, holy shit, she's just dropping a fucking bomb right here.
私は話を聞いてほしかっただけなの。
Holy shit, here we go. First little fight. It's a couple fight, but at the same time, they're not even a couple yet. Now that's awkward.
話なら聞いたじゃんか。
だからそうじゃなくて。
わかんねえよ。なんか怒ってんのか？
男の子ってこういう考え方をする。
Whoa, Yui, calm your shit, okay?
でも女子とは違ってすぐにこうすればいいじゃんって解決法を提示しちゃうのだ。
Wow. Although at the same time, like the whole time I'm commenting on this, I'm like, hey characters, you should do this and you should do that and you should do that. Well, Yui, you found me out. Congratulations. Well, fine. Just gonna shut my mouth and let you bomb your whole life. Do it.
結果、女子は言いたいことが言えなくて消化不良になってしまう。
Way to go. Yeah, you think you have the world figured out, don't you?
司くんと恐怖を共有したかっただけ。
Good, but he's not. He's not scared of it. You want him to lie to you? For you? It's like, oh, you know what? You should lie about how you actually feel just for me. Yeah, way to go, Yui. Of course, he's trying to make you feel better. Duh. Duh.
朝に見たおばあさんの顔が、目がしわがれた声が何度も頭の中でフラッシュバックする。それが怪談話で増幅されて、じわじわと私の気持ちを暗くした。あんなに怖い思いをしたんだからっていう甘えや八つ当たりの気持ちもあったんだと思う。
Well, Yui, it's the first time for everything. I mean, you're too much of a pussy to lash out at your girlfriends for saying really terrible things to you. But no, Tsukasa's just trying to cheer you up. Better lash out at him, because he's a guy.
私と司くんはこの時初めて気まずい雰囲気になった。それじゃ、私こっちだから。
She had to think about that a lot. Tsukasa was standing there for like 2 minutes like, oh, what is she thinking about? Hurry the fuck up, Yui. And she finally, well, this is me.
Oh.
Bye.
Shishido.
He called out my name as I briskly walked away. I didn't really know why I was so angry or confused, but I did notice that his voice was tinged with concern. There we go, good. I considered turning back for a second, but changed my mind and pushed forward in a huff, leaving him behind. You go. Oh, you stupid crackle shit.
Yui. Okaeri.
Greeting me at the door, my mother wore a somber expression. I could tell right away that something had happened. The woman died. I stared at her with scrunched eyebrows for an awkwardly long time before she eventually reluctantly opened her mouth to speak. Maybe we went to the school and we killed her. That's not gonna help her stay focused. That's pretty bad luck. I want to see Yui's mom. I bet she's hot.
わかった。それじゃあ私部屋に。お母さんがキッチンへと引っ込んでいくのを見届けて、私はもぞもぞと靴を脱いだ。
Your mood had darkened. Be careful.
一層重くなっている。
The darkening.
司くんにあんな態度を取ってしまっただけでも嫌な気分だったのに。
Returning to my room, I couldn't muster the energy to do anything but collapse into my chair and sprawl out on the desk. I wish people told me that. You know, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna be like going to school, just getting ready to get onto my motorcycle and go to school. Some old lady grabs me like, don't go to school! Be like, oh shit, you're right. I'm gonna call my school and be like, school. An old woman was on the road. She told me that I shouldn't go to school today because I'll die, so I can't go. So I'm not gonna go to work today. I'm just gonna sit at home and play video games. Okay, goodbye. Click! Ba-boom! Where are crazy old ladies when I need them? The latest thing the old woman had said to me echoed again and again in my mind. I began wishing I'd taken her more seriously. I should have accepted the paper doll and thanked her. I should have reassured her I wouldn't go to Heavenly Host Elementary. I mean, the place didn't even exist anymore, for goodness sakes. I was exhausted. It was a hell of a day, and I no longer even had the energy to move. That's actually a really good idea. She could have just lied to her and been like, okay, I won't go to Heavenly Host Elementary. You're not talking about Kisaragi, so that's okay. I need to change out my school clothes, but still sprawled out over the desk, my eyelids drooped and closed, I was out. I awoke with a start. The air in my room had gotten notably cooler, and I was shivering. Rubbing my eyes, I glanced at my clock. The needles indicated it was 6:45. That's not bad. It was like 5 o'clock when you left school. You passed out for like maybe it took you like 20-25 minutes to get home. You passed out for like an hour and 15 minutes. That's a perfectly reasonable nap time. It was black outside my window, streaked with lines from the still pouring rain. Sunny, for my exam, the weight of what the next day held for me came rushing into my mind. I'd practiced the interview process with my teachers quite thoroughly, but I was still really nervous.
明日の用意しておかなくっちゃ。
Sounds like whenever I try to do the 10-20 Golden Freddy challenge, I always get nervous. I'm like, holy shit. I seriously almost got it. I was like 2 seconds away from it 5 or 6 hours ago. Piece of shit challenge. Fucking shit. There was still a little time before bed. My mind swimming. I decided to take this opportunity to clean out all the notes and textbooks I wouldn't need tomorrow for my bag.
残しておくものは学生証でしょ。受験票も忘れずに入れて。あれ？嘘。ペンケースがない。学校に忘れてきちゃった。
But it has the lucky pencil.
さーっと血の気が引いた。別に筆記用具で困ったわけじゃない。家にはいくらでも代わりがある。
But the pencil that Tsukasa gave you.
あの中には司くんから借りた受験必勝鉛筆が入っているのだ。取ってこなくちゃ。
No! Come on, no.
お母さん、私ちょっと学校に忘れ物取りに行ってくる。
But it's gonna hit 7 o'clock.
もうすぐご飯できるわよ。
すぐ戻るから。
そう。
あの鉛筆は
Well, now we're getting
絶
into
対に明
trouble.
日試験会場へ持っていかなければならないものの一つだった。だから私は迷うことなく学校に戻る道を選んだ。
Ah, Yui, you little girl, you. She's like, oh my god, I'm gonna stamp away from Tsukasa, you're so mean. But I better get the lucky pencil he gave me. Yeah, that's good job.
降りしきる雨の中、足元に気を配りながら全速力で走る。走っている間、ちらりと頭をよぎるのは起きた時の時間。
Yeah, it's gonna hit 7 o'clock.
6時45分。七不思議で語られていた時間は夜の7時。
Oh my god. Oh no. There's still a lot of people there, though.
真っ先に時間を確認した。校舎についている大時計が指し
Oh
示
my
す時間は
god.
6時55分。放課後の吉江さんの怪談話が再び頭をよぎる。10月、雨が降る放課後、夜7時。
Oh my god.
おばあちゃん、やだな、もう怪談なんてあんなの作り話だって。こみ上げてくる恐怖を抑えつけるために声を出して自分を叱咤する。見上げた校舎に人影はない。こんな時間なら生徒はもう帰宅しているだろうし、先生だってどれくらい残っているのか。けれど廊下の電気はまだ全てついていた。あれだけ明るければそこまで怖い思いをしなくても教室まで行けるだろう。よし、パッと行ってパッと済ましちゃおう。
You go, girl. Don't let the rain, don't let the ghosts, don't let the students stop you. You go, girl. I folded up my soaked umbrella and left it on the rack by the entrance, then changed into my indoor shoes. Then entering the brightly lit hall, I took another look around.
やっぱり生徒は誰も残ってないみたい。
Nobody's home. My deep sigh echoed through the deathly silent corridor. Ordinarily, the din of other students would drown out noises like this, but every little sound was coming through crystal clear at this late
急がな
hour.
くちゃ。もうすぐ7時だ。
It's almost 7. This is intense. I quickly beeline toward classroom 3-4.
今朝のおばあさんね。さっき
Oh,
亡くなったみたい。
Yui's gonna get paralyzed with fear.
その天神小学校で放課後校舎の見回りをしていた女の先生が
Yeah, we got it. We heard it like... We literally heard that like 10, 20 minutes ago. Just stop it. Fucking... Yeah, I know. We know. Stop it. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. We got it. I hate... You know, the one thing that drives me crazy about anime and anime games often is like there's so many fucking flashbacks. And you know what? While we're on the topic of that, the thing that pisses me off the most in anime is when you're eagerly awaiting like the next episode of an anime and the whole episode is like a flashback episode. Even though there's only been like 10 episodes of the series, it's like, we better spend episode 11 doing a flashback episode. And it's like, oh, did you know that this happened and this happened? And it's like, ah, stop it! Stop it! I'm not stupid! I'm not stupid! and you just feel like you wasted your time. Well, really, thanks, Flashback. Even though I wasted more time ranting about it. I don't care. Anyways, you know what?
もう何考えてるのよ私。七不思議なんて司くんも言って
Of
た
course
じ
you
ゃん。
shouldn't dwell on this.
深く考えない方がいいって。
Lightning flashed and thunder resounded with impeccable timing. I jumped in spite of myself.
とにかくパッと教室に行ってペンケース取ってこなくちゃ。
No ghosts should show up in a well-lit building like this, right? And even if they did, they wouldn't be very scary under all these bright lights.
あのペ
Keep
ンケ
telling
ースに
yourself
入
that.
ってる鉛筆はだってあれは司くんがくれたお
Yeah,
守り
the
なんだ
ghost won't attack you. You got a good luck pencil after all. I picked up the pace as I continued to head straight for room 3-4. What?
頭部の方はもう真っ暗だな。やっぱり誰もいないのね。それにしても今日はいつもよりこの廊下が長い感じがする。ただでさえこの廊下で遅刻しそうになるくらいなのに。
I continued my brisk walk down the impossibly long hallway toward my goal, jumping every now and then whenever another thunderclap sounded. Kisaragi Academy was comprised of both a middle school and a high school, and this evening it really felt like it was flaunting its massive size. Didn't help that my classroom was in the high school wing, which happened to be past the middle school, making it seem that much farther
いつもは
away.
賑やかな場所がこんなにも静まり返っていると余計に物寂しい気がするな。雨の音がやけに大きく聞こえるよ。
I was focusing on the scant few sounds around me as I paced down that long, lonely corridor. Then all of a sudden... Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to end it here. In the next episode, we're going to find out what happens after. Then all of a sudden... You know what? I am just so fond of being a dick these days. I don't know why, but I love ending episodes like right at big cliffhangers. It just... Ooh, it just makes me excited. But I bet you guys are all like, no, how could you do that to me? But well, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I don't know why I like to do that. I don't know why I like to get a reaction out of people. But it just... Well, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, guys, peace.